Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is inspired by the beautiful Aishwarya Rai Bachchan. I wanted to kind of recreate the look she had for the Cannes Awards. I will insert a picture of what look I was trying to recreate right here. So this is the look that I was going for. I was really counting on a pair of color contacts that I ordered a while ago to get in today, but they will actually be here tomorrow. But I didn't want to wait to post this video because I know I promised 2 videos a week and I haven't lived up to it yet. So I actually recently got my laser treatment done, so my skin is just now getting better. So that's why I was able to film today. Now of course I don't have the beautiful like blue Cinderella-esque dress that she has going on, but I went for something as close to a habit as possible, and I also kind of parted my hair like she did. This is not normally how I part my hair. I've always been a pretty big fan of Aishwarya Rai. I really loved her growing up. She's pretty iconic in the Indian film industry, and now she's making her way into Hollywood, which I'm loving. So anyways, if you want to see how to get this look right here, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, so I went ahead and did my foundation off camera just because my skin is not at its best right now. I did just recently have a laser treatment done, so my skin is still sort of in recovery mode, but I wanted to go ahead and get a video up because I didn't get one up Sunday. That being said, let's go ahead and move on to concealer. So today I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer, and I'm in the shade Light Medium Beige. This is a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. The only thing different about it is the applicator, of course, is not that really unique, huge doe foot applicator. The formulas are very similar. The coverage is very similar. The 2 shades that I have are pretty much spot on. Like they're very much alike. So once I've done that, I'm gonna go ahead and spray my brush. I was about to say brush, my beauty blender a little bit and blend that out. Now moving on to setting the under eye using my Mercier translucent setting powder. I'm also just gonna go ahead and set the rest of my T-zone using the same powder. Okay, so before I finish the rest of the face, I'm gonna go ahead and do the eyes. So I'm just going to fix up this creasage happening on my lids, and then take my face powder that I'll be using, which is the Maybelline Better Skin, and I'm taking a brush just to set the whole eye. In the picture that I saw, she did not have a lot going on her eyes, but it all looked really nice and elegant. Okay, so now I'm taking the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. So I'm going in with the shade Warm Taupe, and I'm just taking it on a blending brush, tapping off all the excess and just going really light-handedly into the crease. And then once I have that done, I'm going back in with the Better Skin powder and just kind of refreshing the eyelid. So I'm taking the NARS via Veneto eyeliner, and I'm just going to smudge that across my eyelid. And this does not have to be neat at all. You're going to blend it out later, but just try to stay as close to the lash line as possible. But it's okay if you get a little messy. And I'm also just going to go ahead and tightline with this. And before we move on to the next eye, I'm just taking a black eyeshadow. The one that I'm using is from the Huda Beauty palette. I'm just taking a little bit of it, tapping off the excess, and just starting to blend that out. And I'm just tugging on the side of my eye just to help guide it into a straight line so that my eyelid doesn't shake too much while I'm trying to do this. Okay, and once you have it pretty smoked out, I'm gonna go in with a brown eyeshadow a little later to help smoke it out even more. And then once I have that smoked out as much as I want it to be, I'm just going to clean off that same brush. I'm going back to the Modern Renaissance palette and taking the shade Cypress Umber, which is just a nice brown shadow, tapping off the excess. And for now, I'm just gonna place the product and then later go in with a fluffier brush to blend it out. So now I'm just going in with a pencil brush and blending some more. So while I'm waiting for my mascara to dry, I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my eyebrows. And for that, of course, I'm using the Kabrow by Benefit, and I'm in the number 6. So now that I'm looking at the eyeshadow, I'm noticing that her crease is much more defined than mine, so I'm gonna go ahead and just deepen that up. For that, I'm going in with the MAC 217, which is a little bit more precise than the other brush, and I'm taking the shade Raw Sienna and Warm Taupe together just to hopefully deepen that up a little bit more. So this is when my mic decided to randomly turn off, so the rest of the video will be a voiceover, so sorry about that. But anyways, in the picture I noticed that her bronzer wasn't too heavy on the forehead and on the chin, but it was pretty dark and heavy on the cheeks, so I'm doing that, or at least trying to. You guys know I love to bronze my forehead, even though it's already small, but anyways. Next I'm going in with the Aucoin medium sculpting powder, and I do have a full video on how I contour my nose. I will link that in a card somewhere. So anyways, I'm contouring my nose and then blending it out with a fluffier brush. Also in the picture I noticed that she either wasn't wearing a blush or she was wearing a really bronzy blush. So I just went ahead and skipped out on that and went straight to highlight. So for this I'm using the What's Up highlighter by Benefit. And I find that the best way to do this is by going in with your finger first and then blending out the little finger imprints that might be there with the Beauty Blender. So I'm doing the same thing on my nose. I'm not going too heavy with the highlight because she didn't really seem to have a boom in your face highlight. It was more of like the highlighted within effect. So I'm doing the same thing on my forehead and then going on top of that with the Laura Geller Gilded Honey just to set it. So now I'm going in with the MAC Morning Coffee Lip Liner. I haven't used this in a long time and I forgot how much I loved it. So I filled my lips in all the way using this lip liner, and after I filled them in, I went in with the Maybelline lipstick in the shade Untainted Spice, I believe. If I got that wrong, it'll be listed down below for sure, so definitely check that out. And then I wanted to mattify it a little bit, so I tried to use the tissue paper and then taking translucent powder on a brush and just trying to pat it that way. But it wasn't mattifying it enough, so I just went in straight with the translucent powder, and that worked a lot better. Okay guys, that's it for this makeup look. I went ahead and changed into this sort of halter top. I don't really know what they're called. I'm not really into fashion like that. I also parted my hair like hers. Only thing is, I don't have my contacts. I really wish I had them today because I feel like it would have tied the whole look together. Because you know she has those beautiful green blue eyes. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will try my hardest to post a video on this Sunday. I know I've been slacking a lot, but I promise one day I will get my life together. Anyways, that's all that I have to say, so I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.